Okay, guys, thanks for joining us here in the charts. This is the Market Beast. Let's take a quick look at the 5. We've been looking at the indexes and an ETF to determine whether or not this is a true turnaround or if there will be some buying interest to close above support levels. If you guys watched our previous video, I'll leave a link for you. We're going to do a really quick visit and see how many of the 5 that were able to get a check mark in order to determine whether or not this is a dead cat bounce or a true vicious turnaround, and the markets are in preparation to rip to the upside. That's what we're going to go over right now and keep it short and sweet, guys. So let's get into it. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Welcome in all of our new subscribers. Let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. Sure. So today's January the 24th, 2022. In the previous close of the NASDAQ is going to be $14,509.58. Slightly positive close, 0.4% for the day. Okay. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys were able to catch some of that volatility out there in the markets today. So let's start with the NASDAQ and see if we got a check mark for the NASDAQ. All right. So if you watch our previous video, it's going to be 14.6 open or close above. Okay, we're actually looking at the 3-day candles. Take a quick look at the 3-day candles. So yeah, unfortunately the NASDAQ did not get a check mark. So 1 out of 5 did not meet the criteria for us to truly understand a bullish turnaround here. So I mean, yeah, this is just my way of interpreting this. So yeah, that unfortunately did not play out. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Maybe we get an open above it or a break above it. I'm not sure, but this is outside of the realm of my understanding in terms of the NASDAQ. So I'm just going to leave it as that. And there's an X for the NASDAQ. Okay. Taking on over to the S&P 500. Previous close is going to be $4,410.14. Slightly positive close, 0.2% for the day. Okay. All right, so we got a really nice close. We got a check mark for the S&P 500. Pardon me, guys. I think on the last video, I actually had like 43.9, insinuating that it's like 43,900. Sorry for that inconvenience there, or, you know, inaccuracy. 4.3K support level, okay? Potential support with the question mark. Don't forget the question mark. But this is it does give a check mark. This is a really interesting setup for the bullish case. As long as moving forward here, the 4.3K level will act as support, and it's not compromised. Moving forward here, we should be good to go to continue this overall relentless bull to the upside. Let's take a look at the SPY. Previous close is going to be $439.84. Slightly positive close, 0.4% for the day. Again, same thing on our previous video. We mentioned the $437 level. We got a nice close, got a nice check mark on that. Support, question mark, not sure. Let's just kind of understand or set an alert at the $437 level. I just kind of set an alert at everything, because I know many people say, you know, keep your eye on it or watch it. But I know a lot of you have, you know, your day-to-day activities. Just set an alert, and just, you know, when you get the alert, then you know that the market is trying to compromise that support level. All right. So we got a check mark for that. So now the SDOW. All right. So the SDOW, let's pull up the daily candles. It looks like there was a reversal candle on the daily. Oh, the previous close, SDOW is going to be $30.50, slightly negative, 1.1% for the day. All right, so we do have an X for the SDOW. 29.5 was the open below or break below. We were kind of expecting that for the bullish case. Although there is a reversal candle here, I do still think that the SDOW has the opportunity to break below and close below the 29.5 level. That's actually required for the bullish case in terms of the way that I understand this, at least for the S&P 500, because remember, the S&P 500 goes higher if the SDOW goes lower, and vice versa. If the SDOW goes higher, the S&P 500 goes lower. Okay, so again, we just have an X for the SDOW, and I just want to let you guys know that we have 2 X's out of the 4 so far. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. The previous close of the Dow Jones is going to be $34,364.51. Slightly positive close, 0.2% for the day. All right, so we do have a check mark for the Dow Jones as well. There's a lot of volatility in the market today, guys. Very interesting to watch. If you did watch our previous video, this is very interesting, guys. Remember, I didn't want to see like a hair crack below the 34.2 level, and it actually cracked the entire critical range. One may ask, okay, well, what does this mean? to me, okay, the way that I understand price action is, let's just say that there is a nice move to the upside, right? Because remember, the trend is your friend till the end. The overall market is in an uptrend. Don't fight the trend, guys, okay? And let's just say that the market continues higher, right? We get a bounce at that 34,000.2K level, continues higher, makes a new high. Really nice. All right. I don't know. Dow Jones at 40,000. Super hypothetical. Not saying that's going to happen. Please do not use this as financial advice. But if that did happen, that would be in line with the trend. Okay. So that's not out of the ordinary, at least to me. But if the market does just so happen to, take a tip over at some point, this means this area won't have any more support. This area is already, there's no support here. Okay. When the market does decide to come down and correct, remember, we are all playing musical chairs. Just make sure to have your derriere on a seat when the music stops. I say that all the time. Okay. But the market will come down eventually, but I don't think Joe Schmo is going to be able to time this market and say, yes, the market is going to crash. No offense to anyone. I'm not calling anyone Joe Schmo, but, just the average person who's thinking that the market is going to go down and it's ready to crash, because I started to hear that a lot, right? Which is why we posted the video saying that this is what you look for the bullish case. It's likely not going to happen when everyone thinks it's going to happen. Okay, it's going to be the total opposite. All right, so I just wanted to kind of explain that this critical range is, there's probably no longer any more support within this range. If it moves higher, it will just kind of come crumbling down through this level. Again, I'm not saying that the market is going down, guys. 34.2 is the level for the Dow Jones. If that level acts as support, assume the position, and the trend will continue. Well, assume the trend. Not really sure where that came from. All right, so that's pretty much it. We have 3 out of the 5. We have 3 check marks out of the 5. We have 2 X's. The NASDAQ seems to be under an immense amount of sell pressure for whatever reason. So essentially the 14.6K level, if that level acts as resistance, then naturally the NASDAQ is going to continue to crater, guys. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure what's going to happen with the NASDAQ. It's under a lot of pressure. And it actually exceeded that 12%, because I actually made a video about the NASDAQ, and that if it went down 12%, then it's probably in a very, very interesting, 18%. Wow, yeah. We're going to skip that. So my speculative observation is suggesting NASDAQ may remain under pressure if it cannot close back above 14.6. The other indexes should be just fine as long as they use those levels as support, as you can see there on the screen. And that's basically all I have for this video. I think the market did a stupendous job, kind of holding support, or at least having a lot of buying activity today. So let's see how much of this buying activity is going to hold here over the next, or within this week of price action in the financial markets. Okay, let's just take one quick peek at the IWM to see how that is playing out. The previous close is going to be $201.53, slightly positive 2.3% for the day. All right, so the throwback, $210, really simple. I think the market is in preparation to move higher to a minimum of $210. Will it break through? I don't know. Let's let the markets decide that. But if it does just so happen to go to this level and find resistance, that's normal, because I still do think that this market is under pressure, and I still do think that the conservative price target is $177. But please do not use that as a financial advice. Let's let the markets decide what's going to happen and see if that 210 level can be accomplished. If you're new, it's really simple. The reason that $210 is important, because all this I think for 365 days is what we measured. This level was acting as support for this consolidation range, and it finally kind of closed and broke below that level. So naturally, support turns into resistance, and vice versa with market fluctuations or price action. Okay, that's the end of the video, guys. We made it through. So if you enjoyed that, hopefully we're clear. All the information is there. If we got 3 out of 5, it looks fair. It's a fair setup as long as the support levels are good. And the Russell 2000 is looking fair. It's headed to 210. That's all I have for you, wonderful folks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And if you don't mind supporting the channel before you go by leaving an appropriate thumb, I'd truly appreciate it. below the video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote the video on the channel. Thank you for your support. If you guys are new, we also explored the alternative markets. If you're into Bitcoin and altcoins, you can kindly subscribe with us, hit the bell, and we'll send it out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have a strategy before you enter. Keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon. And bye for now, guys.